Good morning, y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you guys doing? All right, looks like notifications are working. Thank you all for joining me this morning. So, y'all, it is a lot to unpack today. A lot. A lot. And I'm just going to give it a second before we get into it. All right, awesome. I see people in the room. Thank you for the first thumbs up. So, guys, the first thing I want to talk about is Jay Wilson. Jay Wilson has been over there cutting a shine this past week. And yesterday we got some revelations on possibly, maybe the reason that he's had so much energy for the drag in these past few weeks. I was watching, hey Chipper. Oh, thank you for my first thumbs up, Chipper. I appreciate you. So I was watching Timothy Blaine yesterday, and Tim was saying that he heard Jay Wilson say that he was taking dietary supplements, diet pills. So, y'all know, not to say that I think Tim is a liar. I don't think I've ever caught Tim in any outright lies, but I did pause Tim's video and I skedaddled over to Jay Wilson to verify for myself, and he did show some, bottles of appetite suppressants. So Tim was over there saying that Jay Wilson was high as a kite on pills. Hey, background. Chipper say he here for the shit. And Tim was also saying that that's why Jay Wilson has them dark shades on, because he's trying to hide the fact that he's high as a kite. Now, me personally, y'all know I asked about, what, a week, 2 weeks ago? I thought that possibly Jay Wilson had just sat on his reading glasses and squished them or broke them some type of way, and he's waiting for the next pair to come. Because we haven't seen him in his regular glasses in a couple of days. Even when he's outside walking the dog. So that's what I chalked it up to. I didn't think the nigga was over there high and tweaking. But according to Tim, that's what's going on. Background said Jay Wilson was definitely hyped up. He was super aggressive. You know, I I also chalked it up to the weight loss journey, because I told y'all, when you be like dieting and shit, you be hangry. Like, that shit is real. I be over here hangry a lot of times, which is why I tend to stay away from the live button. Because I be over here pissed the fuck off, mad at the world, ready to cuss everybody down. And I just don't want to take my hangry out on y'all all the time. Y'all get a little bit of it, a little taint of it, but I'm not going to do it all the time. It just seems like Jay Wilson is taking his hangry and he's using it for his benefit, because he is making the coin. He's getting the number. He's making the coin. Hey, Nessa. Chipper is saying that Jay Wilson's weight loss is definitely a lap band surgery. See, I don't think so, Chipper. I was telling a friend the other day that I don't think he was quite big enough for a lap band. Like, you have to meet certain parameters for a lap band. If your BMI doesn't really quite match up with what they're looking for, they won't do it. So what I look at is people who would need a lap band. I look at ankles, wrists, and elbows. If you got fat wrist, and you know what I'm talking about when I say fat wrist, like you got that lump of fat on your wrist before it connects to your hand, you might be eligible. If you got swollen fucking ankles, I'm talking about so swole you can barely wear tennis shoes, you have to wear flip-flops all the time, you might be eligible. If your elbows are so fat that you got that little dimple, the fat dimple in your elbow, then you might be eligible. I don't think Jay Wilson qualified for any of that as far as I've seen. I don't remember him having fat wrists. I don't remember him having big old fat sausage fingers. I don't remember him having, elbow dimples. He was a little chunky, but I mean, Everybody put on chunk during the corona. I put on chunk during the corona. I'm only 5 feet tall, so it was noticeable. God damn it. Oh, and so as far as my weight loss journey, guys, I am down 16 pounds now. I'm working it. I'm not working out. I just cut my calories and I switched to water. I stopped drinking a lot of sugary shit. Stopped eating a lot of sugary shit. I cut down on the cakes and the cookies and the pies. So it's not really an issue for me because I still eat what I want. I just don't eat until I'm overly full. I stop when I'm not hungry anymore. And that seems to have been working for me. Now, I'm sure if I start working out on top of it, it's going to make it go even faster. It's going to be way more noticeable, way more quicker. So with Jay Wilson doing the dieting, like he really is doing some heavy dieting, counting calories. And that shit is not easy. With him doing that and with him working out 2 or 3 times a day, walking the dog is once, going to the gym is another time a day, sitting on here cussing you bitches out for 3 hours, that's another workout, because, that's cardio, sitting here cussing you bitches out, lung capacity, all that shit. So he's working out, 3 times a day, walking the dog, and he's taking the supplements, which are appetite suppressors and fat burners. Of course, it's noticeable. Those are the things that you have to do if you want to be quickly noticeable that you're losing weight. I'm not really worried about, I don't want to be quickly noticeable. I don't want my face to start, getting thin and shit. I want it to be gradual, which is why I'm doing it the way I'm doing now. When I first went to college in 2000, I lost like a lot of weight that first year because my eating habits changed. And that shit was noticeable. Like you could see the bones in my collarbone. And that's not really the look I'm going for because I'm a big chested woman. So, having a big chest, but then you can see collarbone, that shit don't quite go together. I need a little juice up in my collarbone area to make the shit look right. So I learned the hard way that losing weight like really rapidly for me is not a good look for me. That's not the same for everybody. So, hey, Mixology. Hey, Mr. YouTube Streets. Thank y'all for coming in. Hey, Miss B. Who else? Did I miss anybody else? If I did, I'm sorry. So, yeah. Mixology says something is not clean in the buttermilk when it comes to Sis Wilson. Y'all swear the nigga that had a gastric. Mixology up here talking about she believed the nigga that had sono bello. Y'all know he is too cheap for that shit. And I know he too cheap for that shit because I'm not a cheap bitch, but I'm too cheap for that shit. I looked up the prices of that shit. Ain't nobody spending no fucking $10,000. No. Ain't nobody spending no fucking $10,000. And for him to do something like that, people who have the lipo and the sonobello and all that shit, they feel like they're doing that because they want instant results and they're not willing to stop eating the way that they're eating. So even if they get the lipo or the sonobello, it's not going to make a difference because they're still eating the same way they're eating. Look at Shekinah, for example. Shekinah Joe. Y'all know T.I. and Tiny Shekinah. Y'all know she had a BBL. And if you look at that bitch now, she's still built like a fucking Teletubby. Why? Because she didn't change her eating habits. She didn't work out. Now Shekinah's just recently started to work out and stuff in the past year. And you can see a difference. But she thought the BBL was the end-all be-all to her issues. No, it was not. Now you just look like, I don't know, a fat ant. Instead of looking like a fat lumpy bitch, you look like a fat ant. You got that ant-shaped body. So, y'all gonna leave Jay Wilson alone about this lap band Sono Bello. Y'all know he too cheap for that shit. And y'all know he ain't working. Where he get the money from? YouTube ain't paying like that. His super chats ain't lit up like that. Girl, Miss B, do Groupons on plastic surgery and shit? Do they, Miss B? Chipper say, Thotty, you are not tracking. Remember, he kept making a big deal about his roof being damaged from a storm. He took the roof damage storm claim money and got Sono Bello. Ciao. I think he took the roof money and got the roof fixed because I'm a homeowner. I know, so are you, Chipper, according to what you say. And you know his plan is to sell that house when he rolls into retirement so he can have a nice cushy retirement. If the roof is damaged and he takes the money and does something else with it, the roof is still damaged. That's water damage. That's taking money off of the top line of him selling that house. Do you think that his cheap ass will be willing to do that? And like he said before, he's done the weight loss journey before. He's not new to this shit. He's true to this shit. I think y'all just be hating because y'all don't like Jay Wilson. Oh, Mr. YouTube Street says my 14-day fast almost killed me. I lost like 19 pounds walking around looking like a straw. Now, what did you do during your fast, Mr. YouTube Streets? Did you eat at all? Was it a water fast? Like, I love food. I love it. I can't do no water fast unless, like, a water fast means no juice, no soda, no milk, no tea, no coffee. I can do that, but just water and no food, bitch, you crazy out your mind. I can't do it. I can't do it. I get headaches. My stomach be touching my back. Like, the headaches that I get are just crazy when I don't eat or when I don't nutritionize myself the proper way. I can't deal with the headaches and the migraines. Catch Joyce, he said you can get gastric on insurance. Yes, you can, Catch Joyce. You can definitely get gastric on insurance, but your insurance wants you to be Brianna's size or better. Jay Wilson was not that. Like, Tim Blaine, you could call Tim Blaine a fat bastard. Tim Blaine does not even qualify for gastric on insurance because Tim Blaine is not that fat. He got a big belly, yes, but his wrist ain't fat. His ass ain't got lumps on it. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got titties hanging down to his fucking knees. You know what I'm saying? His collarbone is still visible. Like, insurance will pay, but they ain't gonna pay for that. They will pay for Brianna and better. So when you think of gastric, think of Brianna or better. Like, Kimmy doesn't even qualify for gastric. She's not big enough. Rita, y'all seen Rita posting these pictures lately? That bitch got big elbows and big wrists and big ankles, but I still don't think she qualifies for gastric as far as insurance is concerned. Now, they'll qualify if they want to pay for the shit on their own, if they want to pay for the shit out their pocket, but Blue Cross Blue Shield, Medicaid, Medicare ain't paying for that shit. They're not big enough. They want to Brie or better. Chipper said the roof, it was never damaged. That's why he hasn't showed the audience his new roof. He referenced roofs in his development. Well, it's not like he can show the roof, Chipper, because his house is tall as a motherfucker. He's got like 2 or 3 floors in that house. And I know because his house is commensurate to what the house that I sold. And it wasn't no way that I could show y'all my roof. I mean, maybe you could stand at the street and try to get like a little edge of it, but that motherfucker's so tall, you can't show no roof. And we didn't donate to the roof, so why do we need a roof? I believe the roof got fixed. I remember him going on mute and saying, you know, excuse the noise, they're working on the roof. So, I don't know. I feel like if he was going to scam for some type of insurance money for some surgery, he have 2 cars over there. He could take one of them and, you know, drive Uber for 2 weeks. That's enough to have somebody hit you. Apparently, accordingly, asked Pizarro. She's been driving Uber for about, what, 2 or 3 weeks now? And then ended up in an accident. So, you know, drive Uber for 3 weeks. Somebody will fucking hit you eventually. And you can get the money that way. But yeah, I don't think he gonna take, you know, Jay Wilson, you can say what you want about him, but the house is his main responsibility. And I don't think he would jeopardize that because, like I said, that is his retirement. I don't think he would jeopardize that for some, you know, fly-by-night shit about his body. Hey, Nikki baby. Miss B, I only eat once or twice a day also, but I still wasn't losing weight. When I was working real crazy, when I first started my page, and y'all know I was always at work, I was literally eating once a day. But I wasn't losing no fucking weight. I wasn't losing no weight because I was eating late at night. I would eat dinner. I would eat a big dinner. I'm talking like, the regular size of macaroni and cheese for one person. I was eating like 3 times that shit. I would eat like 2 or 3 pieces of chicken legs. I was eating big dinner. And then I was laying my ass down right after that. So that combination, even though it was only once a day, that combination was a recipe to put some fat on my ass. It's also the way that you eat. Exactly, body works. You have to burn off what you eat. You can't eat and lay right down. And I've been a very bad proponent of that for a lot of years. Eating at 11:30 at night, sitting up for half an hour and then taking my ass to bed. That's horrible for your digestion. Your shit's not gonna digest the proper way when you're doing stuff like that. So it really is a lifestyle change that you have to make if you want to lose weight and try to keep it off. Mr. YouTube said, I just came off the fast with the orange juice. Chipper said he said those were his words, not mine. Miss B said, I will start off with water and a bag of apples. You know what, Miss B? I was eating a lot of apples and a lot of fruit and stuff. But then I realized, like, I cut out the juice that I was drinking, but I only supplemented it with fucking all this sugary ass fruit. So I stopped with the fruit as well. You know? If I eat fruit, I'll eat like some plain yogurt and I'll throw a handful of blueberries or some strawberries in it. But I'm not sitting around here like I would be so fucking hungry and thinking I'm doing the right thing. I would eat like 3 apples in a sitting, trying to fill my stomach up with water and apples. That's not good for you either, because all that sugar, and apples have carbohydrates and things in them that are really, an apple is good for you in moderation. Everything is good for you in moderation. If you go above and beyond moderation, that's when you run into problems, and that's where my problem was the moderation. Now that I've tackled that issue, it's a no-brainer for me. Chipper say Sono Bello was done. That's why he went ghost for 3 weeks, and when he came back, he was very careful with movement from the pain of the procedure. I'm tracking. Y'all niggas is not going to let it go. I get it, though. I get it. Y'all know sometimes, depending on who it is, bitch, I'll be a dog with a bone out here myself, and I will not let it go. Mixology said, listen, I understand if he did the fast for 3 weeks, he has to stay away from here because he would have turned into cussing pasta. And Mixology, I called that shit out too. I think when he first started doing the fast, he was still on here. And that motherfucker was tyrannical. He was giving Tasmanian devil. Motherfucking pastor was spinning through these streets, eating up everything in his motherfucking path. And that shit was so good for my entertainment. Mixology say, but an apple a day is good for you. Yes, that's the thing. A apple a day, bitch. I was eating like 3 or 4 a day, thinking that was better than sitting around here eating a cheesesteak and French fries. Technically, it is, but I'm still not gonna lose weight the way that I want to doing that shit. Mr. YouTube Street said, yes, I eat 5 times a day, small meals, but I'm a vegetarian, so my food consumption is very picky. Mr. YouTube Street, you shouldn't have told me you were a vegetarian. Now my opinion of you is a little different. And I only say that because y'all know that I work in kitchens. I'm a culinarian, and we just have a certain disdain for vegetarians, vegans, pescatarians, gluten-frees, all you weird motherfuckers. We have a certain disdain for that shit, but I'm gonna let it go. I ain't gonna fuck with you too hard on it right now, but I'm gonna keep it in my brain for future references. Chipper say, hard liposuction, still fat and ugly smut pig thrush in Baltimore had 2 Sono Bello procedures. Chipper, you just be asking for these motherfuckers to cuss you out because you be fucking dragging. Jesus Christ, Chipper. Jesus Christ, Chipper. Really? Miss B said eating and going to sleep is a bad combination. Yes, it is, Miss B. And I had been doing this shit for years, like in excess of 15 years. That was really because I worked the night shift. You know, I get off sometimes at fucking 1 in the morning. Are you kidding me? So of course I'm gonna come home, I'm gonna smoke a blunt, get nice and faded, then my stomach starts growling. Either if I didn't feel like cooking nothing, I will go out to somewhere. What's open late night? The worst shit. Wendy's, fucking Cookout, shit like that is open late night past 1. I'll go get something from there, pick the fuck out, and then pass the fuck out. Like doing that over and over and over and over for years is not good for your health. And you know, I'm getting older now. I gotta look at some things. I know I have things in my family, high blood pressure, diabetes, this and that. So now is a time for prevention for all of us. I'm not trying to lose no legs and toes. You know, I'm not trying to go to a restaurant and I can't order what I want because I have to take a fucking diabetes shot or some shit. I'm not trying to do none of that shit. I'm squeamish of needles. I can't be shooting myself in the stomach. Bitch, I will die. Like, I will lay up here and die. So, all right, we're going to move on from that. So, what do y'all think about this situation with Jay Wilson and Deanna? It's so crazy. She will expose his ass, and then like 4 or 5 days later, he will have something to expose her ass. What do y'all think about this cabin trip? Me personally, I think it's a whole nothing burger. But the way he keeps talking about it, it not only him, he keeps talking about it. Rebel keeps talking about it. QB mentioned it once. QB was a one and done, which is what all of them should have done, in my opinion. But whatever. The way they keep talking about it, it's making me think that there's some there. I heard Rebel this morning. Rebel was live and he was making statements and he was kind of upset and disconcerted that people are portraying gay men in a certain light. Well, with that, I have to say, sir, you can only blame yourself for that. People who are portraying the gay men of the beef sector in a certain whorish light is because that's how you whores have portrayed yourself to us. I mean, you get on here and you talk about your snooch eating up everything in its path, but now you want us to believe that your snooch wasn't dick hungry on this trip. Oh, okay. Sure. You showing us whorish shit, and then you don't want us to believe that you was down for some whorish shit. Okay, sure. And then when about 2 days ago, when the shit first broke and Jay Wilson first started making statements about it, the first thing he said, and he said it ad nauseum, he said it over and over, which perked my fucking ears up. He said, and the first time I talked to Castro, I told him, first thing I told him, this ain't about nothing sexual. This ain't about nothing sexual. What the fuck? What? Nigga, what? Hey, View, never ever have I spoken with someone on YouTube, because a couple of y'all know, you got my Instagram, we'll chat here and there. Never have I ever felt the need in the beginning of our conversation to be like, now you know this ain't nothing sexual. Like, what the fuck is that? That tells me something. I'm just saying. Chipper say, Thotty, I give zero fucks about these broke, raggedy beef sector bitches. I say what I say, period. I know that's right, Chipper. Oh my God. I'm just saying, it's just little things that happen, that are happening. Things that make you go, Things that make you go, I'm just saying. Yes, view a sexual disclaimer. I said, wait a minute, bitch. And if he hadn't said it once, that would have been, but he said it like several times, like to drill that shit in. So I'm like, well, what the fuck? What the fuck? Why would you even feel the need to speak with somebody who you have to give several sexual disclaimers before you even start the conversation? That's a fucking red flag right there. Like, that's crazy. But I digress. Like I said, you come out here, you act whorish, you make whorish comments, but then when some horse shit goes down, you want us to believe you wasn't in the horse shit. Okay, fine. You wasn't in the horse shit. None of y'all was in the horse shit. This trip had nothing to do with fucking. It was all about fellowship and praying and holding hands and kumbaya and s'mores around the campfire. Fine, whatever. Moving on. Cause bitch, y'all ain't gonna run me raggedy with this confusing ass bullshit. All right, let me see what else was going on here. Kwani, Dovey, Dovication, Brooke. Who else is in that shit? I don't know. So what do y'all think about that shit? Jade Dollar said, "There's your answer, LOL." Thank you for stopping in, Jade Dollar. I have not seen you before. If you're not subscribed, please consider doing so. Hey, the 48, how are you? I've missed you. Hope you're doing good. Chipper said Deanna be on his neck and she exposed his daddy little shack with a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom. They all grew up. You know what? That shit gagged the hell out of me, Chipper. Because he loved to sit over and talk about a heat of the night, Mississippi burning Great Lakes shack. He loved to talk about that shit. Come to find out, that's what he came up in too. Like the pots and the kettles. It be the pots and the kettles for me, bitch. Hey, Star Bell. Hey, Kitty. It be the pots and the kettles for me, bitch. I seen that little shack that he came up in, and from what I understood, I'm not sure, but from what I understood and the way he was talking, do his daddy still live there? Bitch. Do his daddy still live there, y'all? Do the daddy still live there? Ooh! Sir, you need to move your daddy in your house with you. You got all them goddamn rooms in that motherfucking mausoleum mansion. You got that poor fella living out there in the shacks of Florida. You need to move him in the house with you. But I'm going to let that go. Ciao. So she exposed his heat of the night shack, and then somebody came over on his page and started dropping tea about Deanna. And I was like, oh my God. You literally never know who's watching. Literally. Never know who's watching. And I remember the last time that person came in Jay Wilson's chat and was dropping tea about Deanna. Her ass was super pressed last time. Now, she wasn't as pressed this time, but when I listened to her video, I was listening real carefully. Like some of the things she denied, but she didn't deny other things. I'm not saying that she has to deny anything. I'm just saying I didn't really hear any denials of all that shit that fucking troll was over there saying in that chat. And y'all know when a troll come over there in Jay Wilson's chat spilling tea about Deanna, y'all know that make his dick jump. I know his dick was over there jumping like a fucking jumping bean in his drawers that night. Jay Dollar say Deanna give Weasel a run for his money every time. I love it when them two fight because they come with like receipts and shit. And the drags are just epic. Like those are two titans who when they go at it, that shit be good. That shit be good. Y'all know who else I used to love fighting? I used to fucking love Rico versus Wiley. Bitch, that shit used to get my goose every time. Especially when Rico would call Wiley that one-eyed Cyclops, Deacon Cyclops bitch. He'll call him one-eyed Deacon Cyclops bitch. Girl, that shit would get me in my crawl every time. I miss the beef between Rico and Wiley. That shit used to be so fucking funny. Hilariously funny. Hey, Anthony McNeil. Won't be no more grinding going on. Mixology. Ah. Chipper said, notice that Wilson never responds to those pictures of his daddy's house, too. He did respond to it. He said that he ain't ashamed that he grew up in that house. He said he wasn't ashamed that he had humble beginnings. He said that out of the 9 children, 7 of them got degrees and that his parents was proud of them. And he said something else that made me believe that the daddy still lived there. I can't remember exactly what it was. But he said something like, and I don't care what y'all say about my dad's house, like something that just made me feel like the man still lived there, bitch. Which is why I'm asking, bitch, do his daddy still live in that motherfucking house? And if so, why he ain't moved that elderly man into that mausoleum with him? What the fuck is going on? But, that's me projecting my good relationship with my parents on everybody. I do have to remember sometimes that just because I was raised right and I have good relationship with my parents and shit, that don't mean that everybody does. Just because I would go out of my way to make sure that my parents were comfortable in their elderly age doesn't mean that everybody would. I have to remember that about, people. Hey, Seven. Key said Rico versus Wiley and ZT was always good. Yeah, that shit was good. That shit was good. Let's talk about ZT a little bit. Hold on, y'all. Let me blow this nose. Hold on. So let's talk about ZT a little bit. So it was brought to the light, people who are new, people who haven't been here since the beginning, they really don't know that ZT was running around here talking about he had a quote unquote adopted baby. But I remember that shit from back in the day. And I remember every now and again, me and my bitches would sit around, when ZT is in the motherfucking spotlight, and we'd be like, bitch, where is that baby? So we remember, we don't forget over here with me and my bitches. So, him and James got into it. Whose panel was they on? Somebody help me out. I think they was they on Jay Wilson's panel? Whose fucking panel was they on? But they got into it, and ZT brought up James's kids, so James felt the need to bring up ZT's invisible fucking baby, and the shit was on and popping from there. So, I mean, those of us who have been here, we remember ZT popping all this shit about this fucking invisible baby. To me, ZT was putting 10 on 20, no different than Bama Girl when she was out here talking about her dead, quote unquote, godson. It's the same shit. Like how that was her godson, that's his adopted child. I got my fucking fingers up and I'm doing quotation marks, okay? It's the same shit. I don't want to say it's a lie, but it's the way niggas do. Like, oh, that's like, y'all know how many cousins we had out here on the fucking YouTube streets when the shit popped off? Oh, that's my cousin. Mm-hmm. So I chalk it up to that same shit. I never believed ZT had a fucking kid because we never seen no kid running around. We never seen that nigga out buying no school supplies or nothing. According to him, the kid got a mama and a daddy. So what the fuck is even you needed for? I mean, at this point, nigga, you are either like the godfather or the fun uncle. You the funkle. Come pick them up once every 3 or 4 months. Take them to Chuck E. Cheese. The funkle. You ain't nobody's daddy. You ain't raising no fucking kids. You ain't changing no fucking diapers. You ain't running up to the school when they call because little Junior done been up there showing his ass. You ain't doing none of that. That nigga ain't paid 20K shit. Because if he had 20K for a baby that he ain't never lit his fucking hands on, he would have 20K in fucking savings right now that his ass has been allegedly fired or let go or whatever fuck. That bitch ain't had 20K shit. That bitch have 20K fucking excuses, 20K reasons, 20K reasons to come out here and beg us for fucking money. But that bitch ain't had 20K shit. If he did then, he would now. Because back then, he was making less than he is now. You ain't gonna tell me that bitch ain't had no raise between then and now. So if he was able to save 20K then, why the fuck he ain't got 20K now? That bitch ain't gonna play these games with me. I'm not playing these games with these motherfuckers. Nigga, you come out here, every time you come out here, you throw it in people's faces that you was a 6-figure nigga. So make them 6 figures work. If you're a 6-figure nigga, then you got A1 credit. You got 780 credit score. Why the fuck you can't go out there and get a loan for your hard times, nigga? Why you gotta come on here and beg us? You don't even give us content like that to be thinking that you have the audacity to beg us for money. You don't be on here every day. Now, I'm going to tell you a bitch who could come out here and beg for money. Truth Enterprise, that bitch be on here every day, several times a day. She got the right to beg for money. Read the Heart of Philadelphia. That crazy, insane bitch hits her live button several times a day, every day. She could come out here and beg for money. She gives us entertainment. Jay Wilson gives us entertainment. Deanna gives us entertainment. We don't see ZT unless somebody just stole his phone and they going live from his shit, or he trying to show out with trade. He got a room and want to show out with trade. That's the only time we see that motherfucker. So how dare he think he could come out here and beg anybody for anything? Bitch, you better get out here and dance, monkey. Dance. I don't want to see you dance, monkey, before I give you $1. The fuck you think this is? Hey, cool ass chick. Oh, Lord, I've been rambling. Let me see what y'all niggas said. Background said, why Bree ain't spoke about Devon and the grandmammy and the mini that she claimed was hers when she was doxing and exposing Bama. She spoke about it not too long ago. Somebody checked her ass on it, background, and she said, well, I just spoke to the mama today. I just talked to her today. So that's all she said about the shit. So I guess that's all we're going to get from that. Oh, background says she used and discarded those vulnerable and grieving Florida niggas. Well, you know what? Florida game, Pete Florida game. If they made themselves available to be used and discard, bitch, who are me to judge? Who are me to judge? Chipper said, yes, Rico and Wiley, that's where I started from the Wiley show, and we would drag Tree Mutt for filth. ZT and the German lady. You know what? I started over there with 7. Shout out to 7. Actually, I started with Tasha K. Tasha K led me to 7. Shout out to 7. And then I was over there with Tracy. When I was over there with Tracy, we used to drag. That's when her and Jay Wilson was beefing. Me and Sybil, a.k.a. Shrimp Peen, we used to drag the shit out of Jay Wilson in that chat. So bad that the nigga had me blocked. Like, if he wouldn't have lost his last page, I would still be blocked, bitch. Because me and Sybil used to drag the sleeves off of his motherfucking ass in Tracy's chat. And that shit used to be so funny. So, for my day one bitches that used to be here and there and everywhere, I don't know if y'all can remember, but me and Sybil used to take that nigga, turn him into a tennis ball, and bat his motherfucking ass back and forth across the net over there on Tracy Lane. We used to drag the shit out of Jay Wilson. But his memory bad, and he don't watch nobody, so I wouldn't expect him to remember that anyway. Mr. YouTube Street said, I sent $1.49, nigga. That's $1.49 more than I would have sent. I ain't got it to do. Nope, I ain't got it to do. It's too many homeless veterans around here for me to be trying to donate something to an able-bodied, shit-talking, dick-sucking motherfucker. I don't think so. Nigga, you better get out there and make them knees do what it do, ZT. You've been out here tricking on all these trades for all these many years. You better call one of these trades and see if they got a hot 5 or 10 for you. Because Thotty ain't fucking got it. I ain't got it. Miss B say traveling nurses I know been making upwards of $500 to $1,000 a day. What you doing wrong? What he doing wrong? He over there tricking off, making bad decisions. Girl. Tricking off, making bad decisions, buying niggas iPhones, getting into accidents with cars and having to get new cars, and then you got into an accident, your motherfucking insurance is sky high. You know, I went to redo my insurance, what was it, last year or whatever. I had to go into the office. Now it was a fella in the office in front of me, next to me. You know, they got all these booths and shit at the insurance place. Now, I pay my insurance up for the year. I'm a pretty decent driver. I ain't got a bunch of shit on my license. So my insurance is really affordable, even for full coverage. What I had to pay for the year, for the entire year, they was asking the motherfucker next to me, he had to pay that monthly because he had so many accidents, so many points, so many situations with his license that they wanted. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell y'all, I pay like $1,200 a year for my insurance. They wanted $1,200 a month from him. So we know ZT ain't no stranger to no fucking accidents. He didn't come on here and told us what 2 or 3 times about accidents and shit he done been in. Who's to say if it was his fault or the other's fault or whatever? But your insurance goes up every fucking time. So who's to say he's not paying $1,200 a month for insurance because he got points and shit? The bitch background noise. When I heard when they said that to him, my knees buckled, bitch. His knees buckled and my knees buckled, bitch. I went ahead and wrote my check for my yearly insurance and skedaddled my ass up out of there because I can't be letting your drama get me in my spirit, motherfucker. Y'all know I'm a nosy bitch too. So I'm over there trying to listen to my shit and ear hustling his shit. That bitch told him it's gonna be $1,200 a month. I said, oh, my knees buckled, bitch. I said, ooh, wait. And that taught me that you out here making these crazy ass decisions and driving like a son of a bitch and not paying attention, not doing defensive driving. Because, you know, not only do you have to be careful for you, you got to be careful for the dumb bitch in the next lane on her cell phone on live. Okay? You got to watch out for that bitch too. And when you see him up ahead of you swerving and doing all kind of shit, you got to let off the gas, give them motherfuckers 3 miles down the road. So when they do tear some shit up, you'll be way away from it. So, and he just don't seem like that type of person to do anything defensive. He seems like an offensive person. Like he's out there tearing up the fucking streets, just like he up there tearing up trade dick. So that's where the money going. The money going to high insurance. The money going to high ass rent because he don't have a house that is a mortgage being paid. You know, you can refinance and get a lower rate. You can't refinance no fucking rent. Rent is rent and rent gonna go up. And he seems like the type, you know, because he's the man in the family. He the only man. It's a bunch of women. When they got a problem, they probably come to him. So he's shelling out money here, shelling out money there. That's where the money going. So, nigga, you gonna have to call somebody you didn't helped out or donated or gave something to, because we ain't got, you don't give us enough entertainment to expect us to donate to you for anything. That's just me. Wait a minute. What? Background, is Jay Dunn in here? I got her ass blocked, so I can't. Jay Dunn, I got you blocked, bitch, so I can't see you. So you better off talking to them niggas in the chat. Don't even say nothing to me, because I can't see you, bitch. And I got you blocked from that shit with you and Mimi. Now, yes, I know you and Mimi done made up, but it still left a nasty taste in my mouth, the shit you was over there saying about her and her baby. So, bitch, you blocked over here. You will forever be fucking blocked over here. You can have a good time in the chat with them, but don't say shit to me, because I can't see you, bitch, and I ain't trying to. And it look like background ain't got it to do for your ass either. All right, let me keep scrolling and see what the fuck else is to talk about. Chipper say, Mr. YouTube, you're fairly new and I've been here since 2017. And German lady would dog walk Tremont. We did 3 to 5 hour lives at night. Yes, I remember, Chipper. German lady was a beast out here and she used to drag the shit out of you bitches. And y'all couldn't take it, and y'all be over there trying to call her racist and all kind of other shit, trying to call her transgender, because she used to drag the shit out of you bitches. I remember. Background say gang gang. I know that's the fuck right background. Hey, Hard Conversations, how are you? Key T said, Lord, not two of my favorites fighting. Key, you know that's what the B sector gives, bitch. You know that's what it gives over here. I ain't gonna hold no punches with these bitches. I'm not. Mixology say Kimberly Black, I would be using a 1200 for an electric scooter or a bike. Hey, Kimberly Black, I didn't see you in here. If you're in here, so did we? No, we didn't even discuss Dovey. I ran off into a tangent, bitch. All right, so let's talk about Dovey. So is what I'm hearing is correct? Did this bitch take her rent money and pay for the Dovication house, thinking that them niggas was gonna give her money back? But like I said from the fucking beginning 3 months ago, ain't nobody going, bitch, because you are unsavory. And lo and behold, ain't nobody going. Why? Because the bitch is unsavory. Now she out some money. But from what I understand, the bitch said that she had till like the 28th to get her money back. So what the fuck took the bitch so long to get her money back? Anybody with two good eyes could see that this shit was falling by the wayside 2 weeks ago. She should have got her fucking money back 2 weeks ago. You know what, moderators? Just go ahead and block that bitch. She ain't doing nobody no good over here. And ain't nobody checking for her motherfucking squeaky voice, man ass. No way. Block that bitch. Get her the fuck up out of here. Put that bitch in the box. Thank you, background. I appreciate you, boo. You was persona non grata the fuck over here, bitch. The fuck? Nobody give a fuck. That bitch is blocked. She didn't have to leave. We showed her the door. Block did he? Block, bitch. And you knew you was blocked. You knew you ain't seen my ass on these streets in months, bitch. You know you see bitches talking to me in the chat, and you don't see me when you brought your fat ass over here anyway. Bitch, get the fuck out. What kind of dumb bitch drops down in the chat where she knows she blocked? But it's cool. We ain't gonna dwell on it because we didn't come over here to talk about baby walruses today. Today is not National Geographic. We ain't discussing baby walruses the fuck on today. So we're gonna move on from that bitch. So Dovey. Is it to my understanding that Dovey has officially canceled motherfucking Dovication? Did she officially cancel? Did Dovey officially cancel Dovication, y'all? Cause her videos be so long, and that bitch, I be trying, but I can't give her more than like 10 minutes at a time. So I be missing shit. Is it officially canceled? Oh, View say, yep, officially canceled. Hey, Myrtle Snow. Mixology say, I'm gonna have a good day today. I see. Yes, Mixology. Okay, so the shit is officially canceled. I mean, it ain't no big whoop to me. I knew the shit wasn't gonna go down. Anybody with eyes knew the shit wasn't. She doesn't have the type of following for some shit like that, Not to be renting out a house. She was expecting 14 motherfuckers to be there in the beginning. I said, bitch, delusions of grandeur much. I couldn't even get 14 motherfuckers to come to an event, and I'm slightly likable out here. So what this fucking bitch thought she was doing? Like, what? And then I noticed that she has a membership link. You can join her membership. So why did she not use her members only link to do all this shit for Dovication? Number one, you have to be a member to even come. Like, y'all niggas got these membership links and they're just there as a money grab. You don't give your members anything except for a badge next to their fucking name in the chat. How dare you? Like, things like this is the reason you have a membership, so you could take the shit behind the scenes. Jay Wilson wouldn't have any of this fucking tea he has to come out here and drag your cockeyed ass, Dovey, if you would have took the shit behind the membership link. But you know, that's too much like right. And you would not have been able to go on tour like you've been on tour. And you would not have been able to get the numbers that you're over there getting if you would have taken it behind the. So I get it. I get it. It's all about a click and a view and look at me. I want to be seen. But Jesus Christ. Yes, KT, slightly likable. I think I'm slightly likable out here. But I don't think I could pull 14 motherfuckers for an event. I don't think I could. Mixology said, I don't know that I trust 14 people in the beef sector with my eyes closed. You know, I wouldn't either. I don't even have 14 bitches out here that I like enough to be sitting around them in real life, to tell you the truth. I don't. It's a handful of y'all that I would actually meet with and sit with and have lunch with in real life. When I say a handful, count how many fingers is on your hand. If you were born like a normal human, count them numbers of fingers on your hand. That's what I'm talking about, a handful. Mixology say Thotty, maybe 6. Well, you know, before the fucking corona happened, I had in mind to do something with me and my bitches down here in Myrtle Beach. And I had sent invitations to the people that it was not open to everybody. I sent invitations to the people that I wanted. And I sent out 1, 2, 3, 4. I sent out 4 invitations, which means it was going to be 5 of us in all. And in those invitations that I sent out, I told them who else I had invited, so it wouldn't be no conflict of interest. So I don't like her, or I don't know her, or whatever. So like it's ways to do things. I really feel like all of y'all out here with all this advice for a fucking grandmotherly ass bitch, like regular advice for a bitch who's supposed to have raised going on her 2nd generation of kids at this point. I feel for the kids. And looking at how she acts, her children were lucky to survive that hell house living. They're lucky to be breathing. How the fuck was she able to feed and clothe and school and take care of and not let these children be killed off? Because this bitch can barely rent an Airbnb house and make it make sense. Like, either she's fucking playing and she's not this stupid, or those kids had some hellerific fucking guardian angels on their shoulders that was just blocking shit left and right from them as they were growing up under her tutelage. Bitch, it's one or the other. KT say, baby, if Dovey and Tracy's World do the event together, I'm there. KT, I don't understand. You know what, KT? You know what you're going to have to do? You're going to have to take you a can of Vicks Vapor Rub with you. Now, I don't know if you watch a lot of scary movies and shit, KT, but when they go into the coroner's office and they have to look at dead bodies, you'll see them take the little finger and they'll dip it in something and rub it under their nose. That's usually like Vicks Vapor Rub to keep the smell down. So if you go around them 2 bitches together, you better take some Vicks Vapor Rub with you and dip that shit up under your nose to keep the smell down. Because Dovey and her peppermint funkin' pussy and Tracy and just everything about that bitch. Why does Tracy always look wet and moist? It just, ugh. That bitch always looks moppy and wet and just sticky. Ugh. And to put them 2 bitches together in a room, girl. Talk about a fucking HEPA filter. You're going to need to replace the HEPA filters before and after them bitches leave. All right, let me keep scrolling, see what else we could talk about. Because I'm sick of these bitches. Yeah, we talked about Jay Wilson. We talked about Deanna. We talked about Rebel. We talked about big lip ass Tracy. The way that bitch be on camera looking sometimes be having me gagging down. I don't even know if she knows how she looks on camera. That shit be having me gagging down. Let me see what y'all saying. My fucking my what you call, my chat had froze up, so I just had to refresh it. Uh Ooh, background say Tracy in that badass wig. That motherfucking wig look like wet beaver fur slapped atop her skull. Background noise. It looks like somebody snatched a beaver out of the river, skinned it, put a split down the middle, and put it on her head. They didn't rinse no blood off that motherfucker. Nothing. That's what the shit looked like to me. But if she like it, I love it. And it be bitches over her chat talking about, oh, Tracy, you look so good today. I'm gonna start blocking you lying ass bitches. When y'all start telling unabashed lies like, Tracy, you look good, I'm gonna block your ass outright. Because I ain't got time for these fucking shenanigans. Not in 2022, bitch. We not gonna play these games. Mixology said, wet beaver fur. I'm crying real tears. Mixology, just close your eyes for me. And imagine somebody with a big hand just bow, snatching a beaver right up out the fucking river, splitting that bitch down the gut, pulling the skin off, and just placing it on her scalp. That's what that wig gives me. They ain't combed it, bitch. Hold on. Ciao. I'm not surprised the bitch came back, y'all. I don't know if I told y'all, but niggas have been known to just stalk me. And since she considers to be a grown ass man, I'm not surprised that that nigga is now stalking me. But it is what it is. I'm used to this shit. I'm true to this shit. Isn't fucking Tracy live? Bitch, don't you got something better else to do? Shouldn't you be over there spit polishing your fucking strap-ons, bitch? Leave us alone, Jay Dunn. Leave us alone, Chopper. Y'all remember that shit when Tracy used to, leave us alone, Chopper. Oh my God, that's Chopper. Leave us alone, Chopper. Bitch, go spit polish your dildos and get the fuck out of here. Sorry, guys. I had to blow this nose again. Hey, grapes. How are you, boo? Oh, my goodness gracious. Shenanigans. All right, let me keep scrolling and see what else. I done already blocked that bitch, Mixology. Ain't nobody got time for her weirdo ass fucking antics. All right, y'all, I'm searching my text messages for the next thing to talk about. But if y'all can think of something else that has happened before I get to the next thing, you can put it in the chat. Girl, yes. Background girl, yes. Background said, I can't believe it, I missed it. So the bitch wobbled back on page number 2. And when you said wobble background, do you know what I imagine? I've been watching a lot of National Geographic lately, so I've been watching seals and shit. Y'all know how seals move like on their bellies and shit. They just kind of roll around and flop around. So yeah, that bitch flopped her seal bodied ass back over here. I can't see her, and if she's back for a third time, I'm gonna let y'all do what you do, child. I can't see the bitch on the third page. She must have me blocked. Folk, if y'all ever wanted to cuss Jay Dunn out, now's the time, bitch. Now is the time, bitch. Maybe one of her little jump offs threw all her fucking strap arms away. That's why she ain't got none to spit shine over here bothering us. Oh. You know what, Myrtle Snow? Like I said before, it ain't no thing but a chicken wing. At being an attractive woman, you have to know that there are going to be times when men just won't take no for an answer, and you just kind of have to tell them over and over and over and just give them the nasty, like, ugh, I would never. So this is just one of those times. That bitch got the mind of a man, and she doesn't understand that Thoughty said no. And ill. And how dare you? All right, I'm still scrolling. I'm still scrolling. I'm still scrolling. So what did we say about Nika? Hold on. Let me see if I got anything good about here on Nika. Nope. I just was talking about Nika's 8-hour live. That was a good live. I was in there for a decent part of that live. That was a good live, Nika. So I don't understand why you was all ashamed to be live for 8 hours. It was good. You kept 500 plus in that bitch, and it was a lot going on in that live. So, I do look down upon people who do those long ass lives, but I look down on the people who do them, you know, pretty regularly. Nika's not known for an 8-hour live. So for her to do it that time, and like I said, it was a good live, I don't see the issue with it. I think she should give us an 8-hour live, once every 6 months or so. Give it to us twice a year, because it was good. That's where the shit went down between Rico and James. It was over there on Nika's 8-hour live. Bitch, that shit was good. Have you talked about my girl, Miss Philadelphia and Olivia the Oracle? You know what, Kiki? I have not talked about that because I really didn't get too invested into that. I don't know too much about Miss Philadelphia. The shit that I did hear her say, she was very accurate in her assessments. And all I'm going to say is I don't know if Mother knew that this bitch had it in her like that. But if he didn't know, now he know. I see that people was sharing. She made a video, and I see that people was sharing her video. I have it in my saved playlist, and y'all niggas was just cutting up a little bit too bad yesterday. I wasn't able to get over there yesterday. Hopefully, I can get over to her video today to really give it a once over. But like I said, from the stuff that I did hear her say up on Nika's panel, Miss Philadelphia is not here to play no fucking games. She knows what she's talking about. She's clocking your fucking tea. So if you want to try it with her, you can try it, but it ain't going to be easy. I saw James's cleanup of her. The cleanup was, it was giving a little womp womp. It was. It was giving womp womp. He just looked bothered in his spirit a little bit to me. But, I'm just the outside bitch looking in with limited information. So take what I say with a grain of fucking salt. Oh, KT said, oh, he knew. Bitch, I didn't know. I was like, when Miss Philadelphia come out swinging like this? Bitch, I didn't know. I wasn't ready, Key. I wasn't ready. Background said, I appreciated Miss Philadelphia standing up to James. He can't take when folks put him in his rightful place. He came on live, bothered, arms and titties jiggling, trying to clean up. Woo! Yeah, he was highly bothered. And like I said, his cleanup was womp because we don't have instances of Miss Philadelphia out here doing no fuck shit, you know? We don't have instances of her lying and being super messy. Not that I've seen, not that I've heard. Now, you know, I don't watch the chats like a fuck. I don't watch all the chats like a hawk. I don't be everywhere he be. So I haven't seen what he's seen to set him off. But from what I seen, Mixology said, I missed it, girl. Is Miss under a toe-up wig a male or a female? That wristband said male, and that's the question. You know, I saw the wristband, Chipper. But, you know, I know the difference between a transgender and a female. There has not been a transgender woman on this earth to ever fool me. I can always see it. Now, the transgender men, the females, especially the black ones that turn into men, them bitches fool me all the time. I can't tell. They have beards. They've had their titties cut off like they look like men. They act like men. They sound like men. Hint, hint, Jay Dunn, bitch, take your pills. But whatever. On the other side of the spectrum, I've never had a transgender female to fool me unless they were of Asian descent. You know, them Taiwanese and Philippines, like they do really good with fooling people. So with that being said, I never got the air or the whiff of maybe she's a man, maybe she's not. That's a woman. I don't know what that wristband shit was about. People were saying that it was possibly a wristband from when she had her kids. I don't know exactly what a newfangled wristband looks like when you have your kids. If they put the baby's name on there, if the baby is a male or a female, that could possibly be it. I don't know where that male came from on her wristband, though. It was very eyebrow raising and you know, things that make you go, But I do not think that she is a transgender. I do think she is a natural born woman. Myrtle Snow said he didn't see shiz. He's a miserable ass. Just be picking and stalking motherfuckers. Think he can come for psych, nigga. You know, and like I said, Myrtle Snow, I really haven't seen Miss Philadelphia out here. You know, people who drag James, you know who they are because they be in the chat dragging that motherfucker. But y'all know he got a memory like an elephant and he hold a motherfucking grudge. So any little thing you say, he's going to make it to be out a big thing at the end of the day. So I'm not saying that he didn't see anything. I'm just saying that whatever he saw wasn't enough to garner any attention from the rest of us because we didn't fucking see it. That's all I'm saying. Wakanda say I'm at the beginning and Thotty is except talking about Monkisha J Weasel trash LOL. Wakanda. Cherry Boom is not passing, Kimberly Black. Cherry Boom's voice is giving very much man. T.S. Madison is not passing. T.S. Madison's voice gives man. When you listen to them, sometimes you can hear it in their voice. Now, to look at them, they may pass. But T.S. Madison also still has big shoulders and big hands. Cherry Boom also still has big shoulders and big hands and big feet. That shit is not passing. It's not passing. But that's just me. It looks good. I'm not saying they don't look good. They look good. But I can see it. I can see it. I can hear it. I grew up watching Jerry Springer. I still watch the shit daily to this day. Do you think that a 25-year Jerry Springer watcher with all those transgenders that come on there and fool people, you think I can't clock a motherfucker off the first 3 words out of their mouth? I don't have to see you. I can close my eyes and listen to the first 3 words out of your mouth. If you sound like a gay man and you're dressed up like a woman, 1+1 is 2, bitch. Like, unless you start taking hormones at like 12, you can't hide the voice. You can't hide the shoulders. You can't hide the hands and the feet. Okay? I'm just saying. You know what, background? I won't even say that. Background said when TS is not filtered, she looks like a man. I don't think TS ever looks like a man. Ever. But I can hear gay man in her voice. I hear it. KT, I'm sick of these bitches. Key, I've been over here being real fucking cool. A lot of times I want to go live. I'm like, no, because I don't want to start no controversy. I don't want to be fucking with people. Girl, I'll be over here keeping it real cool, calm, and collected. But every now and again, Key, I got to let it the fuck out. I could do this shit every day if I wanted to, but that'll cause more problems than need be. Ooh, background said he also swings at low-hanging fruit. Rico, Brian, SB, he never cleans up a solid person. Let me think about that, background. Let me think about that. Because that girl, you first of all, that's like triple fucking shade all up and through that sentence, bitch. You was slapping and jack kicking and back slapping like a little bit of everybody in that sentence, first of all. But let me think about that. Let me think about that. I have to think about that, background. But I will say, I will give James the benefit of the doubt. James don't come out here fucking with people. He don't fuck with people unless they fuck with him first. If you have his name in your mouth, you talking shit, you dragging, it's a possibility you may get cleaned up. I don't think I've ever seen him come out here and clean somebody up that wasn't fucking with him first. So I will give that to him. He is definitely defensive as far as that is concerned. Like, I would be what people would consider offensive. Nobody really fucks with me, but I come out here and I talk my shit. Background. Ooh, bitch. Y'all, it's spicy on today, bitch. Let's see. Somebody to name Rhonda. Y'all know crazy fucking Rhonda? Somebody to name Rhonda, Rolling Ray Rhonda. So if y'all hear folk calling her Rolling Ray Rhonda, that's her new name on the streets. I've been over there checking out Demetra. Shout out to Demetra. She's doing really good in her recovery. I'm proud of Demetra. Demetra is beef sector day 1. So, you know, if I'm gonna sit around and be invested in a bitch's sobriety, it's gonna be one of my bitches. It ain't gonna be some outside bitch. Fuck that shit. That's just me though. I'm very selective with my emotions. I don't got that many, so I have to be real careful of how I spread them shits the fuck around. Everybody can't get a taste. Let me keep going. Did y'all? So, bitch, I'm looking at my screenshots and shit, and I'm running across some screenshots that yeah, I took a Kimmy the other day. Did y'all see her wig the other day? That motherfucker looked like it had been laying in a fucking dirty clothes Tracy pile, and she picked it up and shook it and put it on her scalp. That shit looked crazy. Did y'all see Kimmy in that crazy fucking wig the other day? Hold on. Y'all got to see this shit. Y'all got to see this shit. Hold the fuck on, bitch. Hold on. All right, ain't nothing on here. Nope, ain't nothing on here to give nothing away so y'all can see it. Let me flip the camera. That's the screenshots that I was given to my friend the other day. I was like, girl, what the fuck is wrong with her wig? What is wrong with her wig? Girl, that thing looked like that thing looked like it is no stranger to a pile of dirty clothes, Tracy style. That thing looked like it slept next to a pair of dirty drawers the night before, Tracy style. Key, I'm not gonna say her wigs are horrific because when she first had that one on, it looked good. I like Kimmy in black hair. I think Kimmy in dark hair looks good. I'm just saying that I don't know. She could have put some product on that motherfucker, sprayed some pink oil moisturizer sheen or something on that motherfucker and brushed it. And then she kept like fucking with it with her hands like she knew it was fucked up. So if you knew it was fucked up, why did you even come on camera? Girl, we could have done with a black screen. I'm sitting up here black screen right now because I got my bonnet on. I'm not fucking doing my hair for you bitches. So you get a black screen. Like, y'all know I don't wear wigs like that. And I have permed hair. So it's like a big, y'all remember, if you don't have permed hair, you remember what it's like to have permed hair. It's a big fucking deal to be doing your hair. And I'm not doing that shit for you bitches, which is why I don't come on camera a lot of time. I'll be in the house with my motherfucking bonnet on. When I go out, I'll take my bonnet off and I'll do my hair, but not for you bitches. To come on here and talk shit. Bitch, please. You bitches better get used to the bubbles. Now, I think I didn't turn my membership back on yet. Eventually, whenever I start to decide doing like more regular videos, I'm going to turn my membership back on and I'll come on camera on the membership. You'll get to see me in my bonnet. You'll get to see me in a ponytail. You get to see me with the shit down and curled. You get to see me with the shit a day before I need a perm. You'll get to see all that shit, but you're going to have to pay me. Oh, background said you have pride. These whores lack pride in their appearance. Background don't even get me started. I'm not going to say Kimmy lacks pride in her appearance. I'm just going to say that wig that day wasn't given what needs to be gave. I think she does have pride in her appearance. I'm just saying on that day. And I think she was over there talking about Misunderstood. So maybe all that drama with Misunderstood had her ass stressed the fuck out, which is crazy in itself. Some other bitch's drama got you stressed out, but whatever. Ooh, Mixology. Thank you, boo. Thank you, Mixology. Over here tricking off on me. Myrtle Snow, she said she would have been better off wearing a scarf. I'm just saying. You know, that wig with the way it was flipped up on the sides like that, it would have been cute if she would have put like a name brand Louis Vuitton or a Fendi scarf on it. Y'all know like how Mary J. Blige will put the scarf on and it'll kind of be like cocked to the side, like a do-rag bandana type of scarf. That would have been cute. And the flyaways would have went with it because that's kind of like how the scarf look goes. So yeah, I agree. It would have been cute with a scarf, Myrtle Snow. I was going to say she would have been better off black screen, but I'll give it the scarf. She maybe could have even got away with a baseball cap. All right, let me get back on this cell phone and see what else I can scrounge up to talk about before we get out of here. Because, bitch, it's been an hour and 19 minutes, and y'all know we don't do this shit all day. Is y'all fighting in the chat? Chow. All right, let me see what else. Did y'all see Jay Wilson the other day when he was walking Lyric and then he ended up back in the house? It had started raining outside. And that nigga was so gung-ho to talk shit that he was sitting there in a wet shirt from the rain. I said, nigga, you couldn't even get off live for 5 minutes to go change your shirt. You just so gung-ho. Just wanted to point that out. And he been really coming live a lot lately, random times during the day and shit, during the weekday and shit. So even though I think he is being a little tongue in cheek when he says he doesn't have a job, like me looking at all these times, I don't think the nigga have a job. Not like that. Which also makes sense on why he's on here so often. He trying to make that coin. Because them bills is due. And you know, I don't know if him and Mark is still together, but I don't foresee Mark coming out of his pocket to pay the nigga's bills when he lost his job and is under his own fruition. So I'm just saying. Mixology say no fighting, just heavy shit talking, I think. Well, that's how we do around here in the beef sector. What's up with all these other sectors trying to encroach on us? Like, bitch, get the fuck out of here. And I'm sick of you niggas letting these motherfuckers in. I'm sick of you letting them in. The rules for the beef sector are, bitch, you got to be funny. So why are we letting all these unfunny motherfuckers in here? Yes, I understand Misunderstood is full of drama, but what has that bitch ever said to make you laugh? I will wait. I will fucking wait. Bitch ain't never said nothing to make me laugh. Nothing. So why are we even entertaining this unfunny bitch? We don't do that over here. You bitches need to get with the program. Get with the program. Bitch, we got rules over here and you need to fucking follow them. Number one, be funny, bitch. Slightly entertaining. Nothing about that bitch is entertaining. We got our own fucking crackheads over here. And guess what? Our crackheads can come up off a laugh every now and again. Y'all know I don't see it for Rita. Y'all know I really don't think that bitch is hilarious at all. But I have gotten a laugh or two over there. I definitely have. More than I can say for that Misunderstood bitch. So for that reason, we can claim Rita as beef sex. She one of us. I will sit in her videos all day, every day, and listen to that bullshit ad nauseum before I give Misunderstood 5 minutes. And that should tell you a lot, because y'all know I don't see it for Rita. Like I said, we got our own fucking addicts over here, but at least our addicts can garner a laugh. Let that bitch go to the wayside. Please let that bitch go. She gives nothing. Nothing. And even the people who are making commentary and shit about her, they're not even funny when they're doing the commentary. It's fucking cringeworthy. Listening about these poor fucking kids having to go to CPS because their mama ain't shit and would rather suck dick in a park, suck dirty dick in a park than get her shit together and get her kids. Ain't nothing funny about that shit. We need to let it the fuck go. Let that bitch do what she do over there with them unfunny motherfuckers. But that's all right. I blame Kimmy for the shit. Because Kimmy has a tendency to be unfunny her fucking self. Now, I have gotten some laughs over there with Kimmy. But Kimmy, if you look at her, that bitch gives more black sector than beef sector. Most of the time, you'll get a good gag over in Kimmy's. You'll get a good gag. She'll spill some shit that'll have you gagging. But you ain't gut busting laughing at nothing that bitch is saying. So I blame her for bringing these dry ass motherfuckers over here. And how dare y'all let that bitch bring anybody over here to encroach on us when her ass is slick fucking new herself. That bitch just started making videos herself. She ain't established over here. Y'all be giving these bitches too much fucking leeway and they ain't earned it. Ain't earned a goddamn thing. Myrtle Snow, I was going to say Tree Dog is to blame, but Tree Dog is one of us. Tree Dog been here. That bitch got more leeway than a fucking Kimmy. Tree Dog got more leeway to do that shit than Kimmy does, as far as I'm concerned. Tree Dog, get a pass. I bet that's something y'all never thought y'all would hear from me. Tree Dog, get a pass. But bitch, the bitch get a pass on that one. Mutt always bring trash to the sector. She brought Pizarro, aka Kiva, and Sir Fat Ass King. Pizarro was already here. Pizarro was already here. Because I first took notice on Pizarro. It wasn't even in the beef sector. We was over there under For the Love of Juice when live first started happening. I remember I would be over there in For the Love of Juice live, and Pizarro will be over there fucking trolling Juice. So that's when I first really took notice of Pizarro. Like, I would see her in the comment section over on Sean's videos here and there, but I never really took notice of her like that. But she been here. So she get a pass. This Kimmy bitch? Mm-mm. Now, I know they say Kimmy was over there with Club Chat and she told her abuse story and all this shit like a couple of years ago. But, nope, you ain't one of us, bitch. Not like that. Not like that. You straddling the motherfucking fence. Myrtle Snow say Tree Dog needs some dog food and a visit to the nearest PetSmart. No, Tree Dog needs to be dropped off at a no-kill shelter. Miss Cruiser say, whispering, they give too many long history lessons speeches for me. We don't care, black sector. Oh, speaking of, they is over there fucking with that GX nigga, ain't they? They got GX nuts in a motherfucking bind, don't they? They done took all his other pages, like 2 or 3 of them bitches they popped at one time. And now I'm hearing Nikki Pope said that his current page that he on right now, that bitch already got 2 strikes on it. They is on GX ass. And that shit is hilarious to me. Hilarious. Now, I seen he was live earlier. He was over there dragging Tracy. Now, generally, I don't check his shit out because, it'll be a little dry over there for me. And I don't really care for his voice. Like, he has too much of a dad voice to be over there like hard throat cussing bitches. I don't like it. It reminds me of when my dad used to yell at me and I don't fucking like it, so I don't listen to it. But I'm going to skedaddle my ass over there and listen to him drag the shit out of Tracy. Oh, yes, I am. Oh, yes, I am. Chipper say background noise is dragging. Yeah, background has been known to drag here and there. That's why background is one of my bitches. Hold on, y'all. All right, we back. And I'm scrolling again. I think I'm getting to the end of my text messages. So once we get to the end, bitch, that's the end. And I'm going through text messages from a couple of days. Because y'all know last time I was on here, it was a week ago? Last time I talked to y'all. Oh, Kimberly Black, we ain't going nowhere yet, girl. We good. We still going. I might even give y'all 2 hours today because it's been an hour and a half. I can go another 30 minutes. I'll go another 30 minutes. At least. Let's see. We talked about Vivian. I'm talking about my text message. It ain't really nothing in here to let y'all know about. All right, so this is some real world important grown-up shit I'm about to talk about. So it's this new virus out. It's called the Langya. So let's see. Langya, Langya virus. It's infected 30 people so far in eastern China, although no deaths have been reported as of late. So I'm going to read the little article. It says an international team of scientists identified the Langya virus, LAYV is how they they abbreviated after it was observed in 35 patient samples collected in 2 eastern Chinese provinces. This is from the Washington Post. The findings were published in a peer-reviewed study published in the New England Journal of Medicine in August. The Langa virus is a type of HENIPA, Henipa virus, a category of zoononic viruses, which can jump from animals to humans. What we need to know is those infected with the virus are thought to have contracted the virus from animals, and there is no evidence so far that it can transmit from human to human. We know that's probably a fucking lie. The symptoms include fever, fatigue, and a cough. No deaths have been reported so far. The first virus sample was detected in late 2018 from a farmer in the Shandong province who sought treatment for a fever. Over a rough 2-year period, 34 other people were found to have been infected in Shandong and neighboring Henan, with the vast majority being farmers. Genetic sequencing of the virus subsequently showed that the pathogen is part of the HENIPA, Henipa virus family, which has 5 other known viruses. 2 are considered highly virulent and are associated with high case fatality ratios, according to the U.S. Centers of Disease Control and Prevention. No one in Langa has died. None of the Langa patients have died, the study stated. All right, so that's your little bit of grown-up shit for the day. It's a new virus out there in China called the Langa virus. It's giving you fevers and shit. Ain't nobody died from it yet. They don't know if it can be transmitted from people to people yet. Isn't it interesting that all these new viruses are being, I don't want to say created, but originated in China? Isn't that fucking interesting? My motherfucking tinfoil hat is tingling on this shit. But I'm not the bitch to really talk about that kind of stuff. I would like to know what somebody like Lovely T has to say about that situation, because I like when her tinfoil hat gets to tingling, because she can really break it down. So I would like to see what Lovely T has to say about some shit like that. So between the corona, the monkeypox, what is this new corona, like something B2 or whatever the fuck it is, the earth is really doing everything in her possibilities at this point to try and kill us. It's been established. Between global warming and these viruses and the weather patterns, yeah, we've pissed Mother Earth off, and the bitch is trying to take us out slowly but surely. Y'all better read the signs and heed the warnings. Also, I heard through the grapevine in my prepper community, because y'all know I am a prepper. I'm serious about this shit. So I've been hearing through the grapevines that food shortages and food prices are supposed to skyrocket in September. So be prepared for that. Be prepared for that. If you in the grocery store and you see they selling, 3 cans for $1, bitch, I would suggest you stock up on those $3-4 cans. But before you do, check the expiration dates, okay? So I'm just going to put that out there. Let me see what y'all are saying. Background said as soon as the dogs get it, the whites will get it, and their nasty asses will spread it like they did the COVID and the monkeypox. This monkeypox shit is getting outrageous, and I'm sick of people posting pictures of monkeypox shit. Like, I need a fucking cover warning. Like, warning, you're gonna see some nasty shit, because my stomach can't. And them sores be all around their mouth and on their face and shit. I'm sick of this fucking monkeypox shit. And I wish people would stop taking pictures and showing that shit without a warning. It's really upsetting me and my homegirls. View says they have been doing germ warfare for years. You know what, View? I tend to lean towards what you're saying, because the shit is getting out of hand. The shit is getting out of hand. Every fucking new disease is coming from China. Like, how fucking convenient is that? Yes, View, I do believe that. View said they want to take over the world. I believe that as well, View. I believe that as well. Background said, did you see Trump house get raided? Him and his whore wife was watching via CCTV camera. Background, I fucking hate you. They're saying Melania was the one that snitched. Oh shit. Background, bitch, you got my ears hot over here. I did not see the footage of the house being raided, but I did hear some rumblings. I got some calls from some family members who are all into politics, and we discussed it. So I am aware of what is going on with Trump and the way. Okay, so a lot of y'all are civilians, so y'all don't understand what really is going on. And what his people will tell you is that each president leaves the White House and they take a few things with them, and they always have to negotiate with the National Archives on if they're going to give these things back or not. And that is true. But Trump went a little bit above and beyond. This nigga had information on the president of France in those boxes of papers that was taken out. He had information about our nuclear codes and positioning in those boxes that were taken out. And the issue is not necessarily, well, it is a big issue that he had that shit, but the bigger issue is that Mar-a-Lago is not secure. During his presidency, there was a Chinese national arrested at Mar-a-Lago because they were trying to break in and do like some weird espionage type shit down there. The same with the Russians. Some Russians were arrested down in Mar-a-Lago during Trump's presidency because they were down there doing some weird espionage, sneaking around, trying to put cameras and get information type of shit. So Mar-a-Lago is not secure enough for that information that he had to even be there. Even if it was behind a safe, the shit is not secure. It would be very easy for the Russians or the Chinese to break in there and to steal that shit. And at that point, we're all fucked. So it was an issue of him having the shit. First of all, he could have used it for blackmail or whatever. But the main issue that I see was it not being secure. Like I said, the Russians and the Chinese have already been sniffing around Mar-a-Lago for years since he decided that he wanted to be president, because they know that it's easily infiltrated. So also with security information like that at that clearance level, it's not like somebody sends Trump a paper and then it's just his. No, when they send him this stuff on paper or digitally, the White House has to send it back to where it came from. So, for example, if the CIA sends Trump something digitally or paper, the White House is supposed to send it back. The CIA recovers their information and they either put it behind the skiff, the big door, or they destroy it themselves. You don't hold on to information that the FBI and the CIA sends you. You have to send it back. And that was an issue also. The White House under Trump wasn't really sending shit back. Like, there's a lot of stuff that you civilians don't understand because the news is not telling you. They're not breaking it down to make it easy for you to explain. So to a civilian, it just kind of looks, if you're a fan of the motherfucker, it looks like they're fucking with him. It looks like they're targeting him. But in reality, that's not what it is. The government have rules and regulations, and there's a way you have to do things. And under him, some of those ways that you had to do things were very lackadaisical, if not ignored completely. Hopefully I explained it easily enough for y'all to understand, but me personally, myself, I can't give you too much information, because then I'll be letting y'all in on like shit that I know. So what they are actually doing right now with this situation is it's the National Archives who went to the FBI and told them that they didn't have this stuff that they needed. The FBI decided that it was enough evidence there to go forward with the raid. Now that they went forward with the raid, I'm hearing that they either took like 10 boxes, 15 boxes, 18 boxes of paperwork or whatever out. Now, the real reason that his supporters don't like this shit is because if he is convicted on this shit here, he will not be able to run for president in 2024. If you are convicted for withholding paperwork from the National Archive as the president, you are now not allowed to run for office any longer, including the office of president of the United States. So when I first heard the story, I'm like, why the fuck is the National Archives coming after him? And I listened to his people and I listened to the people on the other side. I listened to both sides. His people are saying that the FBI is using the National Archives because they want to bring charges on Trump to make it impossible for him to run in 2024. If you're on his side and you're a conspiracy theorist, the shit sounds plausible. But me knowing what I know that he had some shit he shouldn't have had and it wasn't secured to the best of their ability at all. And it was shit that could get us fucked up as a country if Russia or China or his good friend Kim Jong-un and them, if any of them want to fucking break into Mar-a-Lago and steal the shit, it was there for them to steal. Child, we done got off into a tangent on some real grown-up shit. Y'all know I really don't like talking about grown-up shit over here. I mean, I don't mind doing it, but I feel like I could talk about grown-up shit on a different channel. All right, I'm scrolling. So, back to the Jay Wilson Deanna thing. I'm looking at a screenshot that I took. Somebody in Jay Wilson's chat is under the impression that that person who keeps coming over to Jay Wilson and telling all of Deanna's business, what was her name? Tamika. Yeah, this person is believing that Tamika is Vivian. Do y'all think that that person over there telling all Deanna's business is Vivian? I don't know if Vivian is that smart. KT said, thought you always turn the mess into a message at the end. I try to, KT. But do y'all think that that person that be over there telling all Deanna's business is Vivian? How would Vivian even know anything? Me personally, if I had to guess who it was, I would think it was that Jen Lynn bitch. That one that was taking pictures of Deanna from behind in the quick stop. That's who the fuck I think it is. I think it's fucking Jen Lynn. Background say Uncle Viv, it would make sense. Background says she think it could be Viv. Ooh, background says she thinks she have a mole in her camp. Ooh, Key, you think it could be Jen Lynn? I really think it's that Jen Lynn bitch because they kind of got a little bit of unfinished business, if you ask me. So, who, I mean, I think it's that fucking Jen Lynn bitch. But I think background also could be right. I think she definitely have a fucking mole in her camp. Like somebody she talking to on that phone is telling. Because how the fuck would they know all this shit? Like that person was saying shit about like the little event that she had earlier this year. They were saying that that event was for like a memorial or something. I didn't hear them saying nothing like that. To me, the event looked like Well, like a Valentine's Day event. It was given very much, love is in the air, Valentine's, let's get together with some friends and family and make it do what it do. That's what it looked like to me. It was real quiet, cute, and collected. It didn't look like no memorial, but this person is over here talking about a memorial and some other shit. I'm like, child, what the hell Deanna got going on to where motherfuckers is spilling her tea like this? To Jay Wilson of all people. But I guess Jay Wilson is the right one, because who else would want that tea? Who's to say that that person didn't email and other people got the tea, they just didn't spill it? Y'all know how it go. Isn't the same shit going on with Tracy? Isn't that Sean Williams person around here emailing everybody and they mama Tracy's business? And some people decide to talk about it and other people don't? Which leads me to believe, what the fuck is Tracy got going over there with them phone? Who is she talking to tell all her fucking business? So that somebody knows all her fucking business to be sending around emails and dropping in people's chat telling all her fucking business. You bitches better stay off them phones. Background said it's either Jen and her sister or a mole, or the mole can be working with Jen and the sister. What sister? So, I mean, the first time the person came over there telling shit at Jay Wilson, I always thought it was Jen Lynn. Because, like I said, them bitches got unfinished business. And if we think of who out here that we know have access, it's Jen Lynn. It's Jen fucking Lynn. And when the last time we seen that bitch on the streets? I think I seen her buck-eyed ass over there in Nika's chat a couple of months ago, maybe. And them bitches is still in the background doing all kind of shit. Her, Bayless, that whole little fucking crew over there. So if I had to pick who the fuck is it, it's that bitch. Deanna, you need to find that bitch and check that bitch, because she running amok. Background said Deanna gave a weak response. She's very confused and wary of everybody. You know what? She should be wary of everybody. I'd fucking be wary of everybody at this point. I would be. You know what I would do? I would tell separate people different things and see what has leaked out. That's what you got to do. You tell one bitch that you wearing purple. You tell another bitch you wearing black. And you wait. And as soon as Jay Wilson come out here talking about you was wearing black, you know who the fucking mole is. But that's just me. And what's up with all these moles these bitches got in their camps? I'm with you, view. I don't like it. What's up with all these moles these bitches got in their camp? They talking about Deanna got moles, Bree got moles, everybody got moles. What the fuck? But I will say, as content creators, we do have to give it up to the subscribers in the chat, because y'all keep this shit going. Without y'all messy asses, this shit would be nothing. Y'all keep the lies spinning. Y'all keep the shit going. Y'all keep the hypothesis floating in the air. Y'all niggas know y'all could take a hypothesis and make that shit into something true. Background, I know my group is solid because my group is fucking small. I'm talking small. I'm talking like 3 bitches. So, and y'all 3 bitches know who y'all is. And y'all 3 bitches is in this chat. So shout out to y'all. And I learned real quick out here in these streets. Everybody who's been out here, for a while, it's not easy to learn. It's not hard to learn. These people give you cautionary tale every day. They show you what not to do, how not to move, how not to spread yourself so thin that you don't know who could be a possible mole in your camp. And I heed the fucking warnings, bitch. You ain't got to tell me twice. I heed the warnings. I used to be one of them motherfuckers. You know, you don't believe shit stank. You got to roll up on yourself and smell it to make sure it stank. I ain't doing that no more. You say this bitch ain't shit, I believe you. All the black sector people came over here and told us that that misunderstood bitch wasn't shit. But you know, B sector, we got to find out for ourselves. I ain't got to find out shit. If more than one person, more than two people, more than three people say this bitch ain't shit, guess what? The bitch ain't shit. And I'm heeding warnings from now on. I think that is pretty much, yeah, I agree also. If you say you have to address shit right away and not let folk get away with shit, folks think of that as a weakness. Yeah. But then again, view, it's a double-edged sword. It's a double-edged sword because to me, if you come out here and you're over explaining some shit, that raises my eyebrow as well. So it's a very delicate dance you have to make out here in the beef sector when somebody accuses you of some bullshit, to come out here and make people either know it's a lie, think it's a lie, not believe it. Like, it's a delicate dance. You got to dance out here. Because if you be doubling down too much on it, then people start to think, well, maybe this shit is true. Like Jay Wilson in this fucking vacation. He done made 10 videos about this fucking vacation. Nobody's talking about it but him, really. And after video number 6, I'm like, okay, wait a minute, bitch. What's going on here? I can't help to be like, what the fuck is going on here after video 6 in one day? Like, you making it hard for people to ignore what the fuck is going on here when you do too much trying to explain. So it's just a sticky situation sometimes. Yeah, mixology says, I say let them believe it and add some to it. They're going to spin it anyway. Yeah, they're going to spin it anyway. And, you know, people know the truth, but they still decide to drag folks on the lie, you know? Oh, one more thing I want to say. So, we did see, I did see the other day, somebody sent me a text message and, it was from Jason's channel, and let me see if I can find it. And he had posted something about he had the police report for Pizarro's accident. Now, I didn't get wind of him making a video or giving us any evidence. Okay, I was looking for here it goes. He posted, guess who got the Popo report for Kiva's intoxicated driving incident? And like I said, I haven't heard anybody to come out here and say that they found a police report or saw a police report or anything. So, but shit like that will cause people to start spinning narratives and making lies, and people will drag her on the lies. Because of this little thing right here, now people are going to drag her and say she was out there high and driving and hitting people. When that's not the story. But somebody going to say it, other people are going to pick up on it, and then everybody will be dragging her on some shit that's a lie. Yes, View. He posted, he said, guess who got the Popo report for Kiva's intoxicated driving incident? Now, I'm not subscribed to him, and I haven't been over there, so I don't know if he actually came out with anything, gave us any evidence, showed anything. I would say not, because I don't hear nobody fucking talking about it, but and you know what? Key says, Thotty, many have lied on me, and I just let them for the most part. I refuse to explain myself to folk that don't know me from Adam. You know what, Key? For the most part, I kind of feel that way too. But I can't say for sure because I have not been egregiously lied on out here. Not like that. I mean, yeah, people have told lies on me, but you lie on me, bitch, I'ma threaten your ass with an even better lie. That's how I fight. I fight fire with fire. You lie on me, bitch, I'll come up with some crazy, fanciful, wild ass shit on you to make you think twice about lying on me again. But that's just me. I know you bitches ain't shit. I know I gotta fight you bitches fire with fire. So okay, background said, I don't think Jason have it. I would have seen it. I saw his entire last live. We'll see. Okay, I guess he over there faking and flogging then. And I heard a couple of other people talking about they was going to get the police report, but I ain't heard nobody come out here and say nothing, do nothing. So I guess you niggas didn't get the police report, huh? Mm. And it was one more thing past that I wanted to talk about. Damn it, I forgot. I had them both in my brain, and bitch, I went off on a tangent. All right, guys, it's been an hour and 55, and I really ain't got nothing else to talk about, and my ass is tired of talking anyway. Background say Riri troll page is Batman. Is it? I don't never see no Batman around anyway, so it don't matter, child. All right, guys. I think I am out of here for the day. Thank y'all so much for stopping in. Thank you for the 32 likes. I appreciate it. If y'all didn't like the shit, you can go ahead and hit the thumbs down button. Bitch, it ain't gonna stop nothing over here. It ain't gonna shake nothing while I'm sitting. But y'all know I don't like no lazy fucking bitches. If you can click the button to come in here, you can click one more fucking button. If you're that lazy that you can't, then Brianna, it's a chat for you. Because bitches of feathers flock the fuck together, and none of my bitches are that fucking lazy. And with that being said, guys, we are out of here. You're welcome, View. I'm glad I could give y'all a little bit of chuckle for the day. Because like I said, these bitches was on my last nerve, and I was sick of their asses, and bitch, we had to talk about it. All right, guys. Thank you so much for stopping in. And I will see y'all in a couple of days, depending on how quick this tea is coming in. Y'all know I like to save it up a little bit. Because we don't dwell on one subject over here, bitch. We move around. Ain't none of you bitches important enough for me to give you a fucking hour live to yourself. How dare you even think it? All right, guys. I will see you soon. Have a great have a great day. All right. Peace. Oh, and thank you again for the super chat, Mixology.